The Bumps to Bubs program is a program for young mums who can join the program in pregnancy anytime from 20 weeks onwards, and it goes right through until their children are 12 months of age. So it really provides that early intervention prevention support for young mums in terms of giving them parenting education alongside socialisation and very nurturing support from the facilitators to be the best mum that they can.
We've had a youngest teen mum 17, but on average age I would say a lot of them are around 18, 19. And one who was 19 is now having her second baby and she's just turning 21. So, you know, they are young mums, and a lot of them have broken relationships. Not just necessarily with partners, but with family. There's lots of family breakdown with young teen pregnancies, and they're turning to, I guess, to look for peers that are in the same situation as what they are, and for nurturing facilitators who are going to provide that safe and supportive space, and not judge, just, you know, be there and just have that experience and that journey and just really help these young parents grow.
I didn't really have any friends or anything like that with children, so it was to have some more connections to people that actually had kids, because I had a lot of friends that were older, but it was having young people my own age to actually have kids and be able to have friends in my own age group.
So yeah, a lot of these mums have tried, you know, parenting groups that may have been sort of given to them through the hospital initially, so the first young mums groups, and have found that, you know, there's lots of, because a lot of parents are having their babies a lot older, so there's mums in their 30s instead of mums in their late teens, early 20s, and they have different interests and a totally different age group. So they were looking for that support through their own age group, and they are fantastic to each other. They are just such a good support.
I feel like it's matured me a lot, and I've found that I've been able, I don't know, someone's believed in me, in like the things that and they've supported my ideas of what parenting is and supported my values and that kind of thing, and it's really made me believe that what I'm doing is good, and it's made it's nice knowing that I'm not doing the wrong things and I'm giving my child the best possible care that I can, and that I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I love it, I do.
So Bubs to Tots has been running for the past 2 years. So for us, BCYF, we're a Victorian funded support. So the state government give us funding to be able to deliver this range of interventions to families. About 2 years ago, the government said, we want you to do something different. We want you to focus on early intervention. We don't want you to be bound by the programme guidelines for that funding. So that enabled us to shift some of the funding into the early intervention. And for us, that enabled us then to create the group work platform, which Bubs to Tots fell into.
A few times I come in here just bawling my eyes out, not knowing what to do when I was pregnant, because I was like, I was just a mess, and I'd come here and you guys would manage to make me feel better and realise that things were going to be okay, and that I just gotta get past it and I'll be fine, and I'm a trooper, you know?
Yeah, so the idea of having a suite of parenting programs, including Bumps to Bubs and Bubs to Tots, is to be able to offer just that, a whole suite of parenting programs that will support parents in their journey of parenting with parent education and skills and knowledge and support. I think anybody that's been a parent knows that parenting is a very hard journey, and BCYF wanted to be able to offer a suite of programs right across the ages and stages of development.
For us, as practitioners over the year, what we've seen is that families are doing it tough. And as the years go on, we're seeing much more complexities within families. And for us, what we were wanting, we were chasing our tails, really working hard at the back end. So families were going through big struggles. And for us, we really wanted to be able to focus on getting to families before those struggles happened and equipping families with the answers and the information and the resources they need so that they can manage those complexities within a family and use their community as opposed to coming to a funded agency such as BCYF.
It really did help, and it made me feel comfortable for when I had Bodhi, because I was like, how am I going to deal with the baby? And then being around the babies as I was pregnant was like, oh, I'm going to be fine. They're not as fragile, they're fragile, but they're not as little and tiny and as what I think they are. So, I don't know, it did help a lot.
Nurture is a really important part, because if we can nurture them as mothers, that in turn will help them nurture their babies. So it goes hand in hand. It's the holding of the holding. And, you know, I think that's a really, it's important to listen to what they need. And we knew that they needed some sort of progressive path in the very early years. So being able to be in such a supported and nurtured environment for the first 2 years of their babies' lives is just such an important start in terms of healthy attachment and helping their children reach their milestones and not being anxious about, am I a good enough mum? And all of that sort of thing. So they really have a progressive path for the first 2 years to then lead them into the community.
Having easy access to mental health support is critical for young people, to engage young people immediately in a service they know, but importantly with people they trust. It's really about building relationships with young people and with our community. And I think Northern Bay College and Barwon Child, Youth and Family have each recognized that. As with all our many partners, we all support each other to support our clients to access each other's services.
I want to get into helping teen mums because I've been in the position myself, and it's something that I'm passionate about because I don't think there's enough support. There is support, but there's not enough support around Geelong. I had to travel from Drysdale to here every Monday to come to group, which was 2 hours on a bus. So yeah, just offering that and just knowing that there's someone going to be there all the time if you need it. Whether, I don't know, I just want to be that person. I want to be reliable, and I want to be like what you guys have been to me, and yeah.
We now have several services who provide supported playgroups, parent education, support for young parents returning to education, and counselling services. So it's a busy centre.
So BCYF really value partnerships within the community. That enables us to be in the community. That enables us to be right on hand when the community needs us. And it enables us to be there as opposed to the community having to come through a structured pathway to BCYF.